Hey there, everybody. This is Shirley, CEO of Ordinary Greatness and a life coach with the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise organization. And tonight I decided to practice having to stay home in my backyard. I have a lot of friends that live all over the world, and when I meet them, they always give me great compliments and tell me, that I don't belong in this little town that I live in upstate New York, and that it's that I'm too big for the area and all of these other beautiful things that they say. But I am grateful for the serenity and peace of my backyard. I'm grateful that I could just sit out here and think about some of the upcoming things that I need to put in place for my business and for my clients. Everyone is, afraid. They're not sure what's going on, uncertainty, living in fear. And the one thing that we know for sure is that we are resilient people. We're a resilient nation, and we're made up of all nations, all nationalities, which is really amazing. At the end of the day, all these stereotypes and prejudices that are out here, they really serve no purpose. Because at the end of the day, we all have feelings, we all have emotions, we all have families, mothers, fathers, grandparents. So we all go through the same things, and we're all connected, whether we like to admit it or not. But anyway, so I was called today, and I'm going to have the privilege of teaching some courses coming up, some distance learning courses, and I want to be able to help my current clients and my future clients. And so I want to know if you don't mind chiming in after this video. I tried to go live, but I guess there's not enough strong enough Wi-Fi in my backyard. I'll have to talk to cable about that, or Spectrum, whoever they are. But anyway, I want to know, what really are your biggest fears? Not your assumptions, because we spend a lot of time being afraid of things that will never ever happen, and we waste so much energy and time on that. And we really need to practice being present. And I find that at this moment, I don't want to say hysterical, but if you knew me 10 years ago, being present wasn't even in my vocabulary. Present was, like gifts you give someone, not like being present and listening and not thinking about the next project and being all full of adrenaline and, hurry, 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 rush, rush, rush. And sometimes things happen in our life that make us slow down, even when we don't want to, or we think we shouldn't, or we don't have time to. And so something happened in my life to make me slow down. And at the time, it felt like a curse and a disease. And it felt very debilitating. And I know most of you who have seen me over the years are like, no, I've never seen Shirley debilitated. Well, you just didn't see me at those times, but I was. But it was a beautiful thing, because what it did was allow me to sit with myself, as I'm doing tonight. I'm sitting here in my backyard, under my pavilion, sitting by the river, writing some programs and some workshops for upcoming events, and looking to do the one thing that I wouldn't say I feared. All right, I'll say I feared it. Doing things online, because I'm so personal. I want to sit with you, belly to belly, and talk about things. I want to see your face. I want to hear your reactions. And unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, at this current moment in time in our lives, we can't do that. But we can't lose the human touch, because, again, sometimes things happen in our life to bring us back or to wake us up. Everything is an awakening, I think. And so this horrible illness that is out here, and it's been out here in different forms, but this one is a little bit different for whatever reasons. Everybody has their stories and their assumptions, but I don't want to think about those things. I really enjoy being in the present and thinking about what's going to take place in a few hours. And I do think about the future. I'm excited about the stock market. I know some of you are like, are you crazy? I'm excited about that, because there's always a rise and there's always a fall. And it happens periodically. And the important thing is to be ready and prepared. And so that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks. Actually, the last few months. I didn't know this was going to happen, but I knew that 2020 had to be done differently. I didn't know it was going to be this drastic. But at the same time, it's moving a lot of us to the next level, things we were afraid of. As you can see, I'm looking at the river and the fire because I really don't like videos. I know most of you will say, well, you take all those selfies, this, that, the other. Yes, I take selfies, but for those of you who know me, you know I take them for a reason. And it's very important that I continue to do that. And if you're clients of mine, I hope you continue to take, 2 selfies every day. One giving yourself a kiss and one giving yourself the biggest smile you can think of, because that's how you start your day, armed and ready. So anyway, this tragedy, I guess that's what we can call it right now, is seeping into us though. Like, all you do, if you're looking at TV, that's all you keep hearing, and you keep hearing, and you keep hearing. But today was funny. I was in a kitchen playing with vegetables, deciding what I was going to be cooking for the next couple of days and experimenting with. And in the background, of course, was the TV. And the first time I heard something positive, even though it could be seen as a negative, they said there were 84,000 people who are better now and who had the illness. So all we keep hearing is the deaths and how many people and how many in this country and how many in that country. So because I was kind of there but not there, I heard good things. So that's something to think about as well, to think out of the box. Everything isn't doom and gloom. We've had destructions of all kinds before, and we were resilient and we survived. And yes, some don't and some do. And I pray to God that everyone I know and everyone I know's family survives and is well. And I hope that I continue to be well. I'll knock on some wood on that, even though I'm burning some. But what are you going to do with this fear? What do you need to learn about? What do you desire to learn about? What do you want to remove from your thoughts? What do you want to add? How do you want the quality of your life to be from this day on? Let's not think about, oh my God, I can't go out. This happened for a reason, unfortunately. And, if you look into a lot of history and look into a lot of, I know some of you don't believe it, but a lot of people who talk about the future have talked about what might happen in 2020. And then, there's all kind of conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to get into that. And then, of course, it's an election year. And please, people, please, I know this is a long video, but it's a beautiful scene anyway. I hope it's bringing you some peace. But please don't forget that this is an election year. And, we're all wound up about the president. The hell with the president. Our Congress and our Senate and our local assembly, those are the people who fight for us on the front lines. And those are the people who allow these bills and laws to sit in the Senate forever on a never-ending spinning wheel, trying to hook each other up and, make deals and do all kinds of things. So if people have been there for a long time, you can like them from afar, but get them the hell out of there. Put some new people in. What do you got to lose? They only have a couple of years, and vote them out again. And if you're not registered to vote, I know that we have all these deadlines that have changed and things of that nature, but please get registered to vote so that your vote does matter and things, you can start to take part in your life. We've been spectators for so long, just, oh, my vote doesn't matter. Oh, they're going to do whatever they're going to do anyway. There's power in numbers. And if you haven't seen that over the years, then you're living under a rock. And I didn't intend for this video to be so long, but I guess I need to start making more videos so that it doesn't go as long as it's been going now. So I want to wish you guys a good night. I want everyone to stay safe. If they tell you to stay home, just stay home. And spend your money wisely, because you're going to need your money later. Trust and believe you will need it later for beautiful things. Don't spend it in fear right now. Hang on to it, because there's great things coming on the horizon. You guys have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the fire. And I'll zoom in a little bit to that water. And maybe I'll be quiet, see if we can hear the water rushing.